You got challenges that you're going to run across.
So while I was in Grafton, I'm in the open dorm. So we just on the bunk beds in the rows like you see on movies and stuff. Bunk bed, bunk bed, bunk bed, 2 rows. So there's an older guy right across from me, like on the rack. I think it's like cat corner me. He's right across from me on the bottom rack. And he had been in jail a long time. He was like what I call a dinosaur. He went out with the old guys, like when the sun went down, and talked crap on the bench and played trianimals, which is like dominoes, but they triangles. I've never played. It's corny. But anyway, played trianimals, red westerns. He didn't do nothing. He was worthless. He was worthless to society. He was worthless to our community within prison. He had no game to give us, no programs to run. He didn't do nothing. So over time, he stopped doing the activities like this. Maybe the course of the month, I don't know how long it took. He just stopped engaging in the things he would do because he was like clockwork. And everybody knew, this is what he does. And dude started dying. Like, I watched this dude just give up on life and die. Because you got to stand for certain counts. You got to stand up and they come through and they count you. Like, he couldn't even stand for count. They would take him over to medical and see what's wrong with him and bring him back. He'd be over there just crying all day. Dude just died. I don't know if he had a illness. I never even dug into it. So when he finally passed away, and I literally watched this dude's demise, like watched him die in prison, worthless to society, worthless to himself, never giving nothing back to society. And everybody was saying, oh man, that's so sad. Or he was stupid. Everybody had an opinion. For me, what I saw was, Lewis, that's you. You sit on this record, you ain't doing shit. And you're going to die one day. Don't die in here and be worth something. So that and I'm gonna say this. I think the word you're looking for is not change. I think action. Because action is what leads, new inputs get new outputs. Right, so when a person starts taking any action, that momentum compounds to them. Because once you start getting further up the road, you start, like I was talking about, you get them victories. You start getting confidence in your ability to accomplish. Because that's the thing. You don't want confidence in accomplishments because they come and go. Where you reach this mountain, you're like, oh, this mountain wasn't even that big. You want the next mountain, you keep chasing. It's your ability to accomplish. That's what you want confidence in. If you have confidence in your ability to accomplish, you can repeat that. Mm-hmm. So it caused me to take action, and through that action, change my life. Mm-hmm. My life changed because I started doing different actions. But the joke, and I tell everybody this, the dudes that's at the worst state, I said, dude, if you go through what it takes to become who you're supposed to be, if you take that call to action and you start, what you're going to find out, the little joke, the little thing that make you laugh in your heart, people don't change. I'm the same person that's 8 years old, that feelings get hurt easy, that start crying and look for a truck to hit you in the head with because you hurt my feelings. Mm-hmm. Same person. I ain't changed.
Take my ball and go home.
I have more skill. This is why I said Stuart J. Avalon. I have more skill now. I have more insight into who I am. I have more growth education. I can take experiences now and break them down and learn from them. That's what's changed, my ability. I'm the same person. I am the same, get the same emotions, same thoughts, same person. Still love toys. They get the little, like at Christmas time, like a Sam's Club or something, I see the little toy, it had a little thing and the little gun goes through. I hit the button and stuff one time. Like that would be a cool toy for somebody. I ain't got no kids. They keep on going. So same person.
Right.
Same person. You don't change really. You develop skills. And that's the people always looking to change. You gonna be who you are. You the same person. The only reason why you uncomfortable, your uncomfortableness is testimony that you're not doing what you should be doing. It's just like when you get a stomach ache. Your stomach ache is showing you have digested something that does not agree with you. Mm-hmm. So when you say, oh, I'm so miserable, I don't like this, I don't like that, you're attesting to you're not supposed to be living this life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're saying, I'm not consenting to what I'm doing. So what you need is more skill and discipline to take action, because that's how you coming up. That's how you getting the victories, through action and skill.
Man, look,
action through change. Action and skill. Action and skill. That's what you got to keep learning. Action and skill. Action and skill. Action and skill.
I gotta follow up with that, man, because I think about all the kids growing up in impoverished neighborhoods, or just growing up, period. Not just in impoverished neighborhoods, but the skills that they have, like you said, are not there. And when they don't have the skills, it frustrates. And when they frustrate, they do something. Yeah, remember we talked about with your son, Seal. Seal, you know, he has a verbal game that he could talk. And I'm like, man, don't mess around and say something to the wrong. And they get offended because they can't respond the way you respond. Now, the only way they can respond is to fight. But the only way they can respond is to shoot. Because now you done hit them with something that they don't have the skills to respond to. And that's a lot of things, like even listening to Jay the other day, he was talking about, you know, when you step on somebody's tennis shoe, they get mad and all that. It's their frustration, or they're feeling like they're less than. If, you know, it's like they can't deal with the skill level to respond like they want to. So now it's just a mess that goes on. And that's a good point, man. I never thought of the word skill. I thought of them not being up to par or whatever, but that's it. The skills to respond the way you need to respond.
Yeah. And when you don't have that skill, you stop growing. So that's why you have so many adults so many children walking around in adult bodies, because they're still the same 13-year-old that's been matriculating through life, but not gathering any skill.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of them know it. That's why Jay was saying that's how the fight start, because they like, why are you looking at me? And you're not really looking at them, but they're asking you that because they know they're inferior. They don't have the skill level, and they think you know it. And so why are you looking at me? Why are you staring at me? You can't do that. And nobody really looking at you like that. But that's you feeling, you know, not prepared to deal with it, and not having the skill level to deal with it. So now you got a gun, you can shoot, you got a knife, you can stab, you can fight. And man, that's let's roll into the end with this. The 2 programs that you have set up that can help people with that. I know a lot of it deals with trauma. You got the Books and Bruises, and you got another program that you set up. What is that? Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.